Hi, this is Richard C. I'm a math tutor here at Wyzant, answering questions submitted by a student. The student must be just getting started. It's a fairly early kind of problem in trigonometry. First of all, let's put our angle, First of all, let's put our angle in the proper location. And I'll do that in a second. I just need to get rid of this. Okay. So we want to be in the second quadrant between 90. Here's 90 degrees. Here's 180 degrees. So we're going to be in here. Make a nice right triangle there. And the cosine is -1/2. You should recognize this from the 30, 60, 90 triangle. You really need to memorize your special right triangles, the 30, 60, 90, and the 45, 45, 90. But we'll proceed here as if we don't know anything about the 30, 60, 90 triangle, and we'll just go through this calculation. But it turns out that this is a 60-degree angle here, which is not needed. We can use Pythagorean theorem to get this. We'll call this h for height. So h squared plus -1 squared is going to be equal to 2 squared. So h squared plus 1 is going to be equal to 4. So h squared is equal to 3, and so h itself is going to be plus or minus square root of 3. Because we're in the second quadrant, we know that this is positive. You can see the y value will be positive here for this point. So I'm going to erase the h and put in a √3. So now we can just use SohCahToa. So the cosine of x that's the reference angle here, would be -1/2, which is where we started. The sine of x is going to be square root of 3/2. So the cosine over the sine is just going to be -1/2 over the square root of 3/2. And we do a keep change flip here. We keep the numerator, change to multiplication, and then flip the denominator. And our answer is -1 over the square root of 3. And teachers often don't like to see you leave it that way with a radical in the denominator. So you multiply that fraction by the square root of 3 over the square root of 3, and you'll get -√3/3. And that's all there is to it. Now we answered the question. They're not asking for x. X could be found just by recognizing the 30, 60, 90. This would be 60. So this angle, this is the reference angle, this is the angle of interest, which would be 120, but they're not asking for that. So we can answer this whole question just using Pythagorean theorem and SohCahToa. You're going to be getting into more advanced questions in trigonometry that can't be answered so easily, but the main thing here is to get in the habit of drawing a diagram and using the tools you have to answer the question. Okay, so hopefully that was helpful to you, and I'll see you again next time. Bye-bye.